Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to TVC Breakfast. I am Kemi Fola-Adeyemo with Ibrahim Shita this morning.
Good morning to you, Kemi.
Hi, Ibrahim. How have you been?
I'm so good. You're looking amazing.
I am. Thank you. We don't look like what we've been through, really. All right. So the week is breezing away, so to speak. And, of course, the month has since started in earnest. And it's been a busy week news-wise, so to speak. We're starting with this interesting story. Depends on how you see it. We're starting off with this story that emanated in Lagos here, talking about people living under the bridge. Now, why would anyone choose to live under the bridge? That's one of the big questions that have since, surfaced ever since the Lagos state government discovered 86 under-bridge apartments at the Dolphin Estate area. Well, another such discovery was made on Thursday, again this week, at the Osborne Bridge, Ikoyi. The Lagos State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Honorable Tokunbo Wahab, says all the illegal settlers have been dislodged from under the bridge following their discovery. And now, of course, when one asks the question as to why anyone would choose to live under the bridge, of course, the first answer, correct or otherwise, that would pop up would be the issue of, poverty. They cannot afford decent housing, Ibrahim, and so that is why they do that. And, funnily enough, these discoveries were made in, what we know as posh areas, in Ikoyi, in Osborne, in Dolphin Estate, and all of that. You were just, commenting briefly just before the show started that who knows, these people have jobs. Perhaps they are servicing, homes, all these posh homes, posh neighborhoods, posh estates. They are offering one service or the other. And, so that's why they are where they are. And if you look at all these expensive estates, expensive neighborhoods, you really cannot rule out the fact that there are not just the rich and the mighty living there, but we also have ordinary people who are, offering some form of, service there. But another point of view, again, is that, like you also said, is it a discovery, so to speak? Because this is something that we have always been living with in Nigeria's commercial capital. Yes, sir.
So it begs so many questions as to how people, get to be living in that particular area. This is what it means when they say, if you come to Lagos and you don't have any family, you don't have any home, you don't have anyone, then you're going to be living under the bridge. So it's not very glaring that we've got a lot of people who are living under the bridge. There's so many bridges in Lagos, so many flyovers where you find some people who are residing. So 250,000 naira monthly. Who receives
per annum?
Per annum, rather, per annum. Yes. So who receives this money? To whom were they paying this particular levy? I mean, maybe fee or rent, what do we call it? So it goes to show that these people have been there for quite a long time. And what exactly has the state government been doing? Well, we see that they are doing what they are doing now. But some are also alleging that maybe the person receiving this money probably they decided, or maybe they decided not to, keep paying such rent. Maybe they got increment and all of that, and then they all blew the cover. Right. So it's really crazy to see people living in this kind of condition. How do they, even dispose their waste matter? Because if you're there, you have to pee, you have to poop. So how do you, so the kind of unhygienic condition they find themselves.
Well, we're looking at the visuals, and these are, anything but decent. Look at them. Look at some of them have erected mosquito nets and all of that. Maybe perhaps if you look further, maybe outside under the bridge, there seems to be some structures that may have been, devised for
some of those
waste disposal, to have their baths. I don't see any kitchen. Apparently, the space you get is where you will do some form of cooking.
Yeah, this that we're seeing is even different from the one I saw a little earlier.
This must be, perhaps this is the recent
discovery.
Yeah,
so there is a particular one where they have a 10 by 10, 10 by 12, room apartment. So you're not wondering, how can, some people are even asking, how did they even get to sleep? In the midnight, somebody even said, I saw one that has a television. How do you watch television, in that condition where you have, cars moving over your head, and all of that? So I feel it's a good discovery. It's a good thing that the Lagos State government is doing, but they should also think of, okay, how do we ensure that we don't have this, replicated all over the state, because it does not speak well of a mega city.
Absolutely.
And you are having people who are having to live under the bridge. And if you know that you can't survive in Lagos, it's not compulsory that you have to come to Lagos. I know, it's part of mankind to move, migrate, seek greener pastures. There are some other people who are seeking to go to other countries, even though the UK is now, moving towards moving some people who sought asylum back to Kenya, which they see as, a safe third world country, according to how they described it. So, there should be, we should also worry about ourselves. There are so many shanties in Lagos where you find people residing. I've seen some dump sites. I've seen some people erecting shanties on canal. And during the rainy season, you see that they also contribute to flood and all of that. So it's a good thing that Lagos State government is discovering this, but this should not stop here. They should ensure that, because it's not also good and hygienic for people who are there. And some are even asking for compensation. Say, compensation for what? For setting up illegal structures?
Because that is indeed what they are, illegal structures. And it shouldn't end here. The government has, okay, fine, discovered and taken action by, evacuating or ejecting these people from where they are. It's also not even safe for their own good. Anything can happen, indeed. And of course, we know that there will be children, there will be women.
That's right. That's right.
In various vulnerable, even men sleeping under the bridge, are in a very vulnerable state because they are prone to anything. But we hope that the issue of basic affordable housing will become a reality in Lagos. And people are also talking about, government showing a human face, even in times like this, that it wants to align itself with the ideals of a state, a bustling state as Lagos. But we hope that, there will be much more innovations that will ease the plight of Lagos
the common man
residents and indeed the poor living in Lagos. Let's bring up some more news at this time now. Police authorities